It all started 6 years ago with a #2 pencil at the DBU EMAT. I was sitting next to this guy that was as green as the trees you see behind me. He was not feeling well, and it was Mr. Ryan Schwanbeck.
We actually just exchanged names the first day that summer and went home and found her on Facebook.
So for the next 3 or 4 months, we just went back and forth multiple times a day.
I remember, checking my computer like 5 times a day, and Travis would always, say, you like that girl, and I was like, no, I'm just trying to make friends. And but I guess I was always drawn to her from the very start and just loved talking with her. And when we got to college, I met her first thing, and we ended up hanging out every day. It was like time would just stand still, and there was never enough time to spend with her.
From that day, we were just hanging out every single day, and it was about 4 months later that we kind of dated for about 12 hours, but then after praying about it, after talking with some people that we really value what they have to say, we decided that it wasn't the right time to date, and so we ended our relationship.
And it was probably one of the hardest things to do, and we fought it, and we kind of played tug of war with God, and we just, I loved her from the start. I really did. And but we still felt we needed to be obedient to God's calling. So she moved back home, and we were apart for about 3 years.
During that 3-year break, I started getting involved in relationships that definitely were not the Lord's best for me. I started spiraling down, my self-image was going down, I was extremely insecure, and I really had set a standard of what I believed I deserved and who I thought I deserved and should spend the rest of my life with. But thankfully the Lord had better. During
that time, I never forgot about her. I thought about her all the time, and I just never thought it would happen again. I thought God was kind of like an Abraham-Isaac moment where I just had to lay it down. And 3 years later, I was still thinking about her, and I was a senior in college, and I asked God to show me a sign, give me a sign if I was going to get to talk to her. And God gave me a sign through my dad. My dad said, don't ever live without regrets. If there's a desire in your heart, then go after it. And he said, why don't you talk to Hannah?
He called and just kind of reintroduced himself to me. He said he was sorry, he apologized for how things ended, and asked if he could be my friend again. And over the next couple of months, there were a series of times where we got to see each other, and I kind of started falling for this guy again, but definitely not believing that I deserved him in any way, shape, or form. But he surprised me by telling me that he hadn't forgotten about me, that there was not a day that had gone by that he hadn't thought about me.
I really just pursued her, and she really needed some time to search out her heart. And then I really just wanted her to be happy the whole time. And I told her that I don't want to try and woo you with words or fancy dates, but I just want you to choose me back.
He just kept telling me that he chose me, and that he didn't want to force himself on me, but he wanted me to choose him back. So after several months of his patience and his pursuit of my heart and the Lord's pursuit of my heart, he won. He won me over, and after he knew everything about me, after I had just unloaded it all on him and just had a crazy confession time, and at that point really expected and encouraged him to go and to seek other people out for the Lord's best for him, he actually then told me, no, like, I still choose you. You're still mine. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter. You're still mine. And do you want to choose me back? And I had never been given that opportunity before. And I, at that point, really experienced love for the first time in my life, because love is unconditional. It doesn't expect anything in return. It doesn't have a certain bar or a certain standard that you have to have. And so I did. I chose him back, and that was in November. And that was really, I believe, when our dating relationship began, and we got to start building a relationship together.
She chose me back after a couple months that summer, and we started dating, and God's done so much in me since. I'm definitely a changed man, and Hannah makes me a better person, and I don't know what I would do without her, and I just can't imagine life without her.
The grace and peace and the love and the stories that have been spoken to y'all, over y'all, and about y'all is just the tip of the iceberg of where you guys are going. And your tent and your territory will be so large that we won't be amazed because we expect it.